on YouTube? It's that dude named Dave, and I am back with another video. Before we get started here, I need you guys to do a few things for me. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. As I'm recording this video, I am on the road to 25,000 subscribers. It's a big goal, large goal, but it is my goal. So thank y'all for the support and love. Okay, enough about that, because I know you guys don't care. The reason why you clicked on this link for today's episode is because we are talking about Tiffany Heynard. She's been in the news the last couple of years as being the Teflon mayor in Dalton, Illinois. But as you guys have been following my channel, I've been following Chicago politics and all the jankiness that's going on with Brandon Johnson and the property tax increase that he's trying to impose here. And we know how the budget's really messed up in Dalton with Tiffany Heynard and all the crazy spending that she's been doing, putting the onus on taxpayers. Well, it looks like that her time might be coming up here, because there was a council meeting last night and it appears she may not be able to run for one of her seats here. So let's get to the video and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Breaking news tonight at 10. One of Tiffany Heynard's jobs is at risk. The embattled Thornton Township supervisor wanted to run for re-election, but after this rowdy caucus tonight, her name will not be on the ballot.
Our Jermont Terry has been following the South suburban political drama for years now. He is live with what happened and Henyard's emotional reaction. Jermont.
Erica and Joe, Tiffany Heynard likes to tell people, quote, "Let me educate you on how this works." Well, tonight you can say she was schooled on how the Democratic caucus works right here in Thornton Township. You can also say that she flunked out because her name is not appearing on the ballot.
Folks lined up early and in the cold for the Thornton Township Democratic caucus. Everyone outside and those inside the auditorium were here to vote on who will be the Democratic nominees in the township, including the coveted supervisor position. And Tuesday night's caucus left the current supervisor, Tiffany Heynard, fuming.
You didn't run out of this the right way. Illegal. Napoleon.
That's Henyard pleading her case to committeeman State Senator Napoleon Harris. As a committeeman, Harris set the rules Tuesday night, the first caucus in Thornton Township in nearly 30 years.
The person who says this seems to be outdated, you say what today?
People in Thornton Township may be new to caucuses because they haven't had them in a while, but this has been the tradition for many other townships around the state.
And those in this room came out to see if Henyard would get the nomination, an uphill battle for the controversy surrounding her administration. Henyard was not in favor of the caucus.
I will be suing everybody tomorrow. This is illegal.
This is illegal in your opinion?
Illegal.
Okay. So let's talk about it. I mean, your concern is you brought people in to pre-bus.
All the people outside. They let no one person in.
Henyard used Thornton Township buses to transport supporters, mostly seniors. Yet many of the supporters did not get inside the packed auditorium of 600 people.
This is a process that's been going on way before me, and it's just I'm exercising my rights as the committeeman to hold a caucus.
And it is legal. When it was all said and done, the caucus voted, and Henyard did not get the nomination. Yet listen to who the caucus placed on the ballot.
The Democratic slate that would represent Thornton Township at the April 1st consolidated election reads as follows. For supervisor, Napoleon Harris.
Henyard left emotional and upset knowing her name will not appear on the April ballot, to the pleasure of many in the room.
I think it's very unfair that I don't get a chance to make the decision of who I want where.
And who did you want to vote for?
I wanted to vote for Tiffany.
She came late, and then she had an attitude because they couldn't get in.
Henyard can only become a write-in candidate, which her supporters say is not impossible.
I think enough people know her name to write her name in, and I believe we could still win it.
Now, to break it down, tonight's caucus was essentially the primary election, and other townships held their caucuses as well on this Tuesday. Now, since she did not win the nomination, Henyard cannot run as an independent, so her only option at this hour is a write-in candidate. Reporting live in Homewood tonight, I'm Jermont Terry, CBS News, Chicago. Joe and Eric.
That's the end of that video, guys. If you guys want to look up more news, you know you can find it here in Chicago. I'll be dropping more content on my channel here, but let's get into it here. Tiffany Heynard had to know her time is going to be coming up here. You cannot be a mayor of a town, run it the way you do and don't think there's going to be any blowback. You cannot do all the things that she has been doing the last several years and don't think that people's going to fight back, especially in her first term here. We're not talking about someone who's been in office for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you seeing slowly dribbles here and there, and then eventually at a certain point, you're seeing the whole shebang-a-bang, kind of like the dailies in Chicago, how they ran Chicago here, right? This was her first term here, and the city of Dalton had a surplus when she came into office, and now it may be higher now, but they are over $5 million in the deficit. This is not a big town, guys. Dalton is a small suburb in the south suburb of Chicago, a little bit over 30,000 people here. In that area where you have Dalton, you have Markham, you have Harvey, those towns like that. At one time years ago, they didn't even have enough money to keep the streets light on at night during the weeknights, basically, where people were worried about crime and safety. And these issues kind of led to her actually having the ability to run and actually getting her seats here. But since she's been in office, what has she done? She has spent north of $30,000 on Amazon in one day alone. What items can you buy on Amazon, even if you're buying things for the city, for $30,000 in one day? And the fact that taxpayers or people have not seen these expenditures come to them here. How about the pickup truck that she purchased for herself here for the detail, which costs over $130,000 for a brand new Chevy Tahoe that has an interest rate of 28%? Guys, how in the hell is the city getting a 28% interest rate on car loans? The fact that the dealership and the banks don't even trust the city of Dalton, and then having the taxpayers pay that here. And then, how much overtime is the police actually being spent on that area? Now, we'll say this here. Dave, people do need to provide for the security and for the police. We got to have them on tap here. How is it that there are certain reports on these on police officers' paycheck slips that are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except for 2 hours in a couple of days here? One person received a check where that he worked all the entire week except for 8 hours. 8 hours in the entire week. So he basically worked almost 22 hours a day, getting time and a half here. The city is being drained. The city is being destroyed. The city is being used as her own personal piggy bank here. And the fact that when she went to Vegas, she got caught up. Because then when they asked her, did you go to Vegas? And what happened? She's like, no comment. She flew first class with all her other people to go out there. She went to a convention in the South, talking about she's doing something for the good of Dalton, Illinois, when she was out there just having a good time here. She has allowed to take this situation and then said, hey, I'm gonna make this my own personal bank here. I don't care about the taxpayers. I don't care about any other people. I don't care about the employees. I don't care about the people I'm hurting here. All I care about is me and mine's only here, to the point where that she is actually also, her with the police force and the police chiefs and whoever she has under her disposal, has been threatening individual businesses that is not on their side, that pull liquor license and also destroy their businesses. I don't get this here, because you need the businesses to pay their taxes to help funnel money into the economy, into the city here. If you are threatening businesses in a small town that doesn't have a lot of successful businesses here and shutting them down, where are you going to get the money from? Taxing the people here. We're seeing incompetence. We're seeing irregularities going on here, and it needs to stop here. And it's about damn time that the people are stepping up, saying that she is not on the ballot. And the only way that she's going to be able to win if enough people write her in. And we know what that means, guys. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. I say, let's open the dialogue here. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about Tiffany Heynard. Are you out there in Dalton? I got a lot of people that rock with me and support me who's in Chicago or in the south suburbs, the southwest suburbs here. I want to hear from you guys here and how you're living under these conditions here. What do you think about the overall conditions in Chicago here right now? Because so many people in my comment section are saying, there's no way Chicago's going to turn red. But how is it that all of the Democratic leaders are just showcasing their hand and saying to us, we don't give a damn about you? And also, what do you think about my commentary? Because I'm not here for it. I'm a lifelong resident of the state here, and I am tired of the foolishness that's going on here, and that's the reason why I'm talking about it. But on that note, guys, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.